What's up guys, Shane Stars here, and I've got two phones here with an under display camera. I've got the Galaxy Z Fold 3 and I've got the Axon 35G by ZTE. We're gonna see which one does the under display camera better. Let's go ahead and get started. So we've got the Z3 Fold on the left and the Axon 35G on the right. Both of these have a darker background and you can kind of see the hole punch camera up top. You can see that hole punch camera. That is an under display camera with a dark background. You can see it pretty good. On the Axon 35G, you can't see it at all. Like, I'm really super impressed with the difference here. I wasn't expecting that out of ZTE at all. I cannot see the under display camera. It's kind of insane. We'll do a lighter screen here because that's where you can kind of really see a difference here. Okay, so on the Z Fold 3, it's super obvious where that camera is. You've got a blob of pixels and it is a little jarring and distracting. Like, it's obviously there. That is the camera. You can definitely see it. If we look over here on the Axon 30, you cannot see the camera. Like, it's not there at all. So I feel like ZTE has done a much better job of hiding the under display camera, but what about the actual image quality? On the Fold 3, we've got a 4 megapixel camera, so we actually are suffering on quality in order to use the under display camera. The Axon 30 has a 16 megapixel camera. We're gonna actually compare some photos and see which one takes the better picture. So this is neat. Whenever you flip the camera, this becomes more of like a hole punch, so it kind of kills the pixels and opens this up. All you can do here is take photos. You can take more of a wide angle photo or a closer up photo here, but I'm just seeing a photo option and a video option, so there's not a ton of creative options here. This is more of like a camera that you would use for conference calling, so this is probably the least important camera on the Fold 3, which may explain some of the quality on that. Also, you know what, let's go ahead and launch the camera on the ZTE, and we'll flip the camera here. And of course the viewfinder doesn't even encompass the camera, so there's no difference there. As far as the modes here, they do have a portrait mode, a selfie mode, and a video mode. If we go to the front selfie camera here, we have many more options. So this is a much better camera than the internal camera on the Z Fold 3. This is actually a 10 megapixel camera and it has many more options. You've got single take, portrait, photo, video, and more. So there's all kinds of options, even a pro option on the selfie camera that's on the outer display. Okay, so these are the two images that were taken. I feel like both of them have kind of like a hazy effect. The processed image, so the image that actually comes out of the Z Fold 3 looks decent. And depending on the lighting here, I definitely feel like this is a super soft image with a lot of noise. And it does have like just kind of a strange effect to it. I don't know if you're able to see that in the video. Of course, because of the lighting here, this image also has kind of a strange effect. But if we take it to a better lighting situation here, you can see the difference. All the details are crushed whenever you try to zoom in at all. Like, you can see how quickly the detail goes away. And if we zoom in at all here, I don't feel like you're losing as much detail. Obviously, you know, you're going from a 4 megapixel to a 16 megapixel camera. I just feel like overall we're getting more detail out of the Axon 30 camera, especially when you zoom in. Either way, both of these have like this kind of weird haze effect. I feel like the processing is maybe a little bit better, so the image looks better on the surface to me with the Z Fold 3, but I think you actually have a better image with the ZTE Axon 30 because you just have more detail, more to work with the photos out of this under display camera. So I think that the under display camera is a really great feature on the ZTE Axon 30. I think this is showing you what they're capable of right now, but other than that, this is still a pretty capable phone. It has a Snapdragon 870 processor. It has a 4200 milliamp hour battery. This does have a full HD 120 hertz display. This also has a quad camera array. It's got a 64 megapixel main shooter, an 8 megapixel ultra wide, a 5 megapixel macro, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor for really awesome portrait photos. I also really like the fact that this does have an under display fingerprint scanner, which is super fast and accurate. I love the fact that it also has 55-watt fast charging. So this phone's gonna charge much faster than the Galaxy Z Fold 3, which only has 22-watt charge. What do you guys think? For me, it's not just about the impressiveness of the fact that the Axon 30 does a much better job with hiding the under display camera, but I'm actually more concerned with the quality of the images, because that's really the main thing that you're gonna use the camera for, is for images. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below which phone does the better under display camera. That about wraps it up for this video. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.